something like that. Because you see, if you understand the benefits, so to as Buddha instructed Buddha Pajitara, so in the sutra, but Buddha in the numeric aspect, and then Buddha Pajitara instructed in the Tantra. Like that, the correct fall of virtuous and the to fulfill the wishes and fulfill the advice. Then offering service, kutirimto, offering service, respect, and then all that sort of for that, remember kindness, and then at the end, see, even has offering, then offering. So like that. So the main thing is the practice. So the main offering is the practice, the following the advice, the fulfilling the wishes. So you can see now. You see, so what makes to achieve enlightenment quickly is the correctly following the virtuous fact. That's the main one, you see. You can realize the benefit that I've been explaining. So that, for 1,000 eons, you may cherish your limbs and even merits you collect, dedicate to something. But in the case of Guru's path, means Guru's wishes, obtaining advice, so there in 1 second you collect. That much merit you collect in 1 second. Can you imagine? Then, like that, like that, can you imagine? Day after day, weeks, months, and years, what you can do? So Lama Chopa, so all kind of that, you see. So how we have to realize how we're so fortunate, unbelievable fortunate. So I have to practice, have to correctly follow virtuous friend, you see. Then also, so that you can see, the quickest way to achieve enlightenment. You can see now the point. The quickest way to be free from samsara. You see, the whole thing, which is kind of an impossible thing, is to, from beginningless to birth. You've been suffering. So now you can see the opportunity, all like that. So then other thing is, for purification, gigantically from the drop of the mudra, the time of the text says, Chidra mani shing tsikpa, like the fire burns wood, Gijikina touches, so it makes ashes in a second. To the many things have a Gijikina touch. Chidal Palla. Yeah, my memory is not so good. Chidra Bandela Nyebe, Chidra Palla Nyebe. So like that. By pleasing the glorified Guru, and so in 1 second, burnt the nirkama. So you see, so yeah, so many from past lives, heavy nirkama, you burn in 1 second. Oh, for example, you see, the truth of the story, hay built up. Then, you see, with the mattress, you light up, the second day it became ashes. Oh, like that, you see. So, but depending on pleasing the God for the Guru, all the heavenly karma passed so much. Burned in 1 second. Oh, to the Pala, Gijik, Kazara, Gijik, in the first cycle. Yeah, that's meaning. Oh. So it is said by Lama Chopa in the Lamritsimo, by correctly following by the friend, small harm received in this life to the body or mind. Even experiencing the dream, harm, experiencing the dream, get all that purified. Correctly formed words friend. So, you see, past heavy nirkamas, which makes to experience the lower realm, then, you see, just experiencing some harm to this body, mind, even experiencing dream, all those nirkama purified. Finished. You don't have to be born in the lower realm for experience for eons. You don't need it. So the benefits of correct following virtuous friend, you understand? All the hardships, whatever it costs. But being that, receiving some harm with this life, man. Or even the dream, some trouble. So, pure, finish all the heavy nirkama, correct in the past. Gone, finish. Then, Bodhisattva Siddhikava's text, and just some signing with Dalai, correctly following by the friend, by correctly following by the friend. Kawa Cheba, Bhaktamapa. 10 million eons, even that, but many times, Cheba Bhaktamapa, unfathomable. 10 million eons, which makes wonder in the lower realms. Those nirkamas, in this, get purified in this life. Contagious disease, you sick of contagious disease, or famines. You see? And then not only that, Tanan Yagaka, Milam Tanjijang, Chang Juro. Tanas, the last thing is Yagaka, you see, Yaga, the Guru scored you. Tanan Yagaka, Milam Tanjijang, Chang Juro. Just even, you see, some difference in the dream. And just even by that, purified. This so many eons to suffer in the Rojan, even not 1 million, even not just one time 10 million even, but unfathomable, numberless, so many, so charge 10 million, 10 millions of unfathomable, 10 millions of eons. Next karma is get purified. Then experiencing this life by experiencing contagious disease or the famines, at least scold from the Guru. Just even by experiencing some problem in the dream, all those heavy critical, unfathomable, 10 millions of eons to wander in the Lord, those next time, purified. God, purified. Oh, you have to understand this. Buddhist Siddhikava Sutra. You have to understand. You see, you experience any hardships, fulfilling Guru's wishes for an advice. You see, so it benefits. You see, just that benefits is unbelievable. Purification. Amazing. Whoa. You understand? Unfathomable, 10 minutes, eons. So many 10 minutes, next karma, maybe next karma to suffer, purify. Get purified. You have to understand these things. You have to remember everyday life. Then you see, then you can enjoy happiness like sky. You enjoy every day. Otherwise, I have this problem, I have that problem. Like Tibetan people, Omani people, the older mothers, fathers, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, never finished. So it's like prison. You put yourself in prison. Wrong way of thinking. You create your own suffering. All of that is so important to know this. Very, very important. You see. Yeah, we have to practice Lama Chopa, but before practicing Lama Chopa, we have to know these things. You see? Then really we enjoy. and got purification. I've kind of forgot. The Buddha Tangur Rinpoche, or not this past war, one of the past lives. So Jeju Gongpa, we recite the name. Jeju Gongpa monastery hermitage in Tibet. There's a monastery, the mountain very high. On top there's hermitage. There's Jeju Gongpa, we recite the name. Jeju Gongpa. It's a great, not a great long life, sunshine and water. He always begin the teaching, everywhere, begin the teaching with the Buddhist. Always. Then it's very common, his disciples offer Lama Chopa talk, then he gives Buddhist a vow. It's all the time like this. It's great Lama, unbelievable, Jeju Gongpa. So, you see, when he was at the hermitage retreat, in the retreat. So, Buddha Tangur Rinpoche, you see, brought huge load of animal caca, animal dung, cow dung, to make the fire. So he heavy. Then he climbed the mountain and made offering the cow dung. It's a huge load. Then Jeju Gongpa gave the inner offering, gave him the inner offering. Nanje and what? I don't know what, something else. Nanje, gave it to him to drink. And then, after that, I think, maybe realization, I don't remember that, renunciation or bodhicitta or something happened, realization after that, or renunciation, forgotten a little bit that, end of the story. So it happened after that. Yeah, what was that? So he huge load of animal dung. Is it fire? So is it in the hermitage? So he brought some of the hardships offered. Then Jeju Gongpa gave him Nangche in offering to him to drink. I mean, of course, not in realization, not like him, but I think I've got the same gene. I think Dhamsala, long time ago, Dushita, long time, that was the Lama's time. There was one flower, rose flower, very nice one. So put Indian tin, butter tin, the square one. It was there, I think. So it was a long time ago. So offered to His Holiness. So I read the kata and offered to His Holiness. It was very nice flower. I think that night, then I was staying the Dushita old house, so like this. The corner of the house, the small room, like that. You see, house, the corner, the small room. All that time I was in there. And then, you see, during those times was the explosion of Western Sanghas from Gabon. Explosion. Explosion of Western Sanghas. From Nepal, in Amitabha course. Yeah. But I think some many disrupted. Those were original, the Epic Sanghas. So inside, backside is big room, big omba. So they were doing puja every morning during Joshua, preliminary, 6 paper practice, Joshua, all the sanghas every morning, Joshua. So Dieter, that time he was monk, now the monk. Dieter, German. You can see from the name is German, Dieter. But obviously there's many Dieters, but of course there's numberless Dieters. So he leads morning prayer, judge. But there's Elizabeth, who runs Clutter Center in Paris. Old student from Pachakuni originally. So Elizabeth, she has big voice. What do you call the lady? Big lady, tall. Oh. Huh? Opera. Yes, I think she's perfect. She's perfect to be apparently opera. The Dita leads prayer, but from beginning to the end is all her voice. All others, I mean, sanghas, but they kind of her voice bigger all over. You know, it's like that every morning. So anyway, so we are receiving teachings from Deputy 7th century, which was a marvelous son, Dharma. So we would go in the afternoon, Rinpoche said, morning or afternoon, Rinpoche gave me, I tried to translate. So for the sanghas, Jeju commentary. Anyway, so I offered this flower to his son. I just offered the center. I just offered it, not like it. So that night, I dreamed that his son gave the inner offering. I dreamed that his son gave inner offering to me to drink, and I drank. So that I remember. That I remember now. I forgot before. Actually, I forgot the dream for a long time. I mean, that story recently only remembered. So what happened was, I tried to meditate a little bit that time, lumbering a little bit. So in the morning, I tried to meditate. So that morning I cried with a noise. Oh, that is, with noise. Normally, just tears come. Well, I mean, I don't. For me, crying is my mind is so stubborn, so no much cry, hardly anything. maybe a little bit carried when the Lama passed away. I'm not talking to Geshe Sopa. But so that I made noise in the morning, oh, like this. I cried. So it's a blessing of the Guru. Totally, by pleasing the Guru, then you just blessing of the Guru. See, the sign of that. But of course, my mind is not always. You see, well, I think it's my own mistake. I didn't try to continue, so that's what happened. But anyway, this morning, I really want to be born in the hell for sentient beings. That morning, I really, right away, want to be born in the hell for sentient beings. Really, right away. You know, so then sentient beings are suffering in the hell. I was crying. Oh, with noise, I was crying. Yeah, so but of course, it was a habituation from beginning of the birth with the ignorance and attachment, karma. So, you see, so mind goes as a, not always supposed to develop more in bodhicitta, but it didn't, my own mistake. So mind became same ordinary. So it is not very strong, for that. So you see, so that Shiju Chinila Vekatin, that is Shiju Chinila Vekatin, it comes in the outline of the Langrim, because remembering kindness of Guru, or obtain the advice, which they remember kindness of Guru. Then she Chinjala kindness of Guru, blessing your mind, blessing your mental continuum. So there's an example of that. It's not realization. Realization is the stable. But still, of course, you have to meditate a little bit to make more stable, to not lose, to make stable. So that is the situation you are getting. So, yeah, so the, you see, intellectually you know the words, meditation, bodhicitta, renunciation, emptiness, or intellectually you know well, even you know well, intellectually, you can recite the words, but you don't feel here. You don't feel here as you recite words. It's that big gap. Your mind is totally empty. Your mind don't feel that. Very far from the words, what you say. You see? And your mind, very far, total opposite to the meaning what you say. Your mind totally opposite. You don't feel, even not realization, but even no feeling. The meaning of the words what you say. Like renunciation, what is the right to the correctly following a virtuous friend. Even you see the word, my mind is very far, no feeling. Oh, even you know the words well, or what is needed, you need to receive the blessing of Guru. Your heart, you see, there is seed. Seed is there, but no water. No water to sit, blessing of Guru. So seed is dry, so it cannot grow. Like that. So mind happen like that. Need, well, right soil and water, all that, you see. Then can grow. I mean, it needs purification, collecting merits, there is a blessing of Guru, like receiving water on the seed, then you can grow. That, you see. So that's missing. Then you need to please the Guru. Or then you receive blessing of Guru in your heart. Then mind can change. You may think not possible for me to receive this bodhicitta, emptiness, or whatever, or to receive the Guru and Buddha, whatever. Not in this life, not in this life. Oh, many years, not possible. You might think like that, believe like that. Judging according to the present state of mind. But actually, when conditions happens, you're able to please the Guru, or continual purification, collecting merits, developing strong Guru devotion, continuously. Not just only a few days or weekend or, or 1 month, then 1 month, then it disappeared, you see? Not like that. Then you take holiday, samsara. You take holiday in the lower realm, vacation in the lower realm, in the vacation samsara, vacation from enlightenment. Your vacation from enlightenment to lower realm, from nirvana, samsara. 1 month, or like couple course, or couple course, and then you see with there are people also, you have their schedule. Then when that is done, you go to West and finish. Disappeared. Also, continual purification. Then it's extensive, condense to collecting extended merits, and they condense developing the devotion to Guru. You see, to get the essence of Guru, or the Buddha. One thing is that, you see, then is a blessing of Guru. Or then suddenly change your mind. Then suddenly you see, you may think, people, it will take many years, judging present state of mind, so selfish, so stubborn, like rock that has been under the ocean for thousands of years, 100 years, still hard, and under the ocean, but still hard. All of that, your mind. Even with, for example, monasteries, wow, daytime Dharma, you hear Dharma discussing, debating, or you also recite, you hear daytime, nighttime, and debating, always Dharma puja, always Dharma, but your mind, just example. There can be also some medicine center, but the mind has been like rock into the ocean, how 1,000 years, so hard. Water never goes inside. So you see, but just by judging that, it's like that. But you see, when there's a conditions gathered, the continual devotion, looking in the essence of Buddha, all the Buddha, so things. Then suddenly, mind suddenly change. Totally different. So that you see, you surprise yourself. This happens. The Kadambagashi Topo is in Nepal, one place called Topo. That's a very famous eternal Kadambagashi Topo. The Kadambagashi happened Topo. In the Nepal, on the mountains, very far Topo. I don't know which side. So Kadamba Geshe Toba said that you believe that we won't have realization for so many years, but you see, it can happen. So if you do those things, conditions put together, like marriage, purification, devotion, so it can happen within 7 years. Within 7 years, you can achieve the realization. Kadamba Geshe Toba said that. All that can happen to us. Or that, you need that. Otherwise, even you're able to say, well, the words, but mind is very poor, like the rock and the ocean. The water never goes in the fire. Very stubborn, So becoming like that. Oh, that's you need these things. Oh, then changes. That okay? Okay, just some essence I want to tell to beginning the puja to So, you see, as I mentioned now, I give you some example. Who worked for material project before? What's his name? Pendeholder. So he worked so hard for material project. 7 years, just on the computer, every day, worked so hard, sincerely. So what happened? After 7 years, he gets sick if he's a computer. Now, do you know that part of that kind of disease? And I heard there are other people, not working for material project, but there are other Western people. Yes, similar, you see. Anyway, so he's a computer, he's sick. So only now, I think maybe a little bit better, is it right? There's only now a little bit better, he's sick all the time, from that. So, all these things, you see, these things, and also myself, is a monk from Holland. They're one of the original sanghas. Not the first one, but that. So, yeah, he's been director of the material project with guys. Yes, and Peter was the man from England, Wall Street, and worked for material project for many years. So myself, I've got very rare disease. What's it called? Huh? No name. Disease called no name. Yeah, very difficult. You can't sit. You can't sleep, or you can't sit, lay down, or can't sleep. So you have to stand up. Or even during the initiation, you have to stand up. Even during the restaurant, eat food, you have to stand up. So it's kind of very rare in this. Kind of like try to help, but it's. So you see, no, but not then it's pen the water, different. So you see, if you don't know how to think, it becomes, you look at it bad, you look at it, you recognition, your recognition from your side is bad. But actually, you see, if you look at the karma, working the dharma project for sentient beings, however they for training gurus, advice, or the wishes. So you see, because if you don't think, if you don't recognize there's a incredible purification, sign of purification, and then you see, by practicing dharma, the dharma project, gurus, advice. You see, then you think, look at only bad. You don't look at only bad side. It's bad. Oh, so that, you see. So you see, what quotation Bodhisattva Siddhigarbha, the Lama Chopa said, oh, then you relate to your experience through that. Oh, then you understand. It's great. It's great sign of purification. Wandering the Lord realm for many eons. You understand? Like that, you see? Like that. So like that, you see. I think I did tell them, I did tell some time ago, I did tell them that, so that I need to tell them the quotations. Oh, if you think of quotations, oh, this is exact. Oh, come to quotation. So now, totally positive. You understand? Totally positive. So you have to know that. So yeah, that's just to show you. It's so important to understand these things. Otherwise, we'll look at it whether any time when the thing is bad, you make it bad, all that. You make yourself kind of bad. Worse. And then you see, so not like that. You have to. That's the process of enlightening. Those going through the difficult sicknesses. The difficult sicknesses going through the process of enlightening. So, then future life, great differences. And unbelievable. Because of the enlightenment, unbelievable. Only progress, happiness towards enlightenment. All those things. So,
Lama
So, yesterday Jerry Doe, the Satan says, the Grishadim and the father Satan, Jebu King Satan, and Set is the Grishadim and Buddha, so meeting together, Satan said. Now, so yesterday Jerry Doe, Sutra of the meeting father, son. They mentioned Jajin Tangbe Chacheda, Lala Tuji Chacheji, sentient Namji Tanjeda, Jiden Namji Domino. So Jajin Tangbe Chacheda, Buddha manifest in Indra, the Hindus world god, the Indra, and Jajin in their form. Buddha appeared in that form, the form of Indra. Lara Piki Chachana. Lara Piki Chachaji. So some manifest as Mara. Buddha manifests Mara. You understand? Oh, Buddha manifests Mara. You think Buddha is always some lot of sky or lot of light or something. Something like that, we might think like that, but one says all kinds of form. Buddha appears all kinds of, you have to know that. In the custom of the Indra, Lala Duji Chachijis, and some are in the form of, some are in the custom of Mara. You know that. Jajin Tangbe Lala Duji Chachi, and something like translate is also sentence things in their way by taking the customs, outside the aspect, by taking the customs, then they offer sentence being. Something like translate there. You then dominate the worldly beings, they don't recognize, they don't know. That's it. So you see, sometimes, for us, when we are sick or when we, in trouble or something, so somebody comes. It's not the person you know. Somebody comes along, helps you. You understand? Somebody comes along, helps you. Very surprised. Surprise! It's not the person you knew before, or you did something bad. Being helped that person, not necessarily in this life, see? So it happens many times. So they can be Bodhisattva, they can be Buddhas there. Not necessarily always light and all these, not necessarily. It can be a form of dog as well. Can be a form of dog. You understand? You have to know that. Because Asanga, he tried to imitate Buddha for 12 years. By going to Hermitage. 12 years. Near Buddha, the place was discovered some years ago, so monks from Saraka, the Ribbon Cup, could often go there, recite well, I was told, somebody said communicated, but cannot walk, you have to walk on the mountain, up so it says a candle. So anyway, discovered the place where Asanga did too. But he didn't achieve it at all. after he come back 12 years, come back, give up, then come to a tree. And then in the road, he saw a dog, totally wounded. The Lord had completely wounded, full of maggots. It is material Buddha, but due to his karma, see, impure karma, was reminded. Oh, didn't say material Buddha, but a wounded dog, full of maggots. You see, so that kind of awful looking one. So, but then you see, what the good, wonderful thing is that generated unbelievable compassion. You see, he tried to give up his life. So cut the flesh here, spread out on the ground, then he would want to pick up with the fingers. He thought might kill the maggot. So about close an eye, he went to pick up with the tip of the tongue, but could not touch. So never touched. So you open, then you meditate for that. You have to know that. These things you have to remember in our normal life. Then don't know that impure appearance. You see, a dog, gone, finished, purified. Your negative karma, asan. You see, that will brought to see material Buddha, purified, gone. Oh, now pure mind. Oh, see material Buddha. Oh, yes, not that means material Buddha pure, but could not see as material Buddha. I don't understand. You have to know that. Then, yeah. Oh, then you grabbed, you complain to, sort of complain. You know, I've been meditating. It's sort of so what happened? I've been meditating you for so long. So Amitabha is out there in the cave all the time. So then he showed the proof that he spitted. He spitted in the cave. So all the spit on the Amitabha, the rope in the spitted. So show him. Proof. I was always there. So same thing, when you meditate, the same thing in your room. It's exactly the same thing. You understand? It's a story, but you have to relate to you. You have to relate the story to you. Then you understand. Yeah. So you are meditating Tara, you are meditating. It's there. That's the coming obscuration, you don't see. Due to the coming obscuration, it's not asanga. Didn't see Amitabha, only dog. Okay. So the awful wounded dog. So that. So for us, for like me, it's not even a wounded dog. Not even a wounded dog. Yeah. Nothing here. So you see, he saw the wounded dog and then felt unbelievable compassion. Oh, then he did that. Then so Amitabha Buddha, purified, unbelievable obscuration. Then he said Amitabha. So then Amitabha, then he asked, Amitabha asked, what do you want? I want teachings. Then he took in the pure land, Tushita pure land. Not Tushita Dharmasala. Or Tushita Delhi. I'm joking. So, then Amitabha gave teaching, Chandru Denga, practice of treatise of loving kindness. Then in one morning, that's 50 years for a human being. So he came down and he wrote 5 commentaries, 5 treatises of ground. So then you see, up to now, from there up to now, there's so many beings enlightened. So many beings, by studying Abhisamara, Kalikasa, or the 5 treatises of loving kindness, studying Asanga's commentary, studying, so many beings become enlightened up to now. You understand? That is that's really came from all that benefit. So many beings be enlightened and actual path, all that to the temple, all that came from Asanga's compassion, general gratitude to that wounded daughter. Now you have to understand, generating compassion to sentient beings, to any sentient being, insect, person, dogs, animals, how that's so important, so unbelievable purification, collecting merits, then bring to enlightenment yourself. You have to know that. In our daily life, the most important practice, genuine compassion to others. You have to know that. So important. Unbelievable important. So they say. So here you can see, actually, Miti Buddha manifest wounded dog. You know? You see. Like that. So we have seen many times dogs wounded, so wounded, you know, flesh outside, wounded. We've seen 100 times, but we never think of that. We never think of meditation, Buddha. No, never come to, no. And, even unable to generate compassion like Asanga. No way. So blocked us to exercise path and to use that to benefit numberless and enlightened, but didn't get that. So even it can be human beings, so much going through so much suffering. So not necessarily everything is bad. You see, worldliness and then things are not necessary all the time. So in our daily life, in our life, many Bodhisattva, Buddha manifestation to generate, to purify, to generate bodhicitta, great compassion, all things like that, you see. But even seeing that mind so blocked. So I'm using this example, see how Buddha manifests. To regain I am dharma. So now, sorry, I learned from 자전 상발 자자다 라라두게 차제 제심전능에 전제 이된 게 떠는 all the people in the world don't know that. And then they said, "Pumen chache jaba ze." So Buddha manifests woman, custom of woman. You see, custom of woman, like religious dance. You see, black hat ceremony or manifest custom of woman. Pumen chache jaba ze. To nine Buddha in an animal, also in the animal realm. To retain Buddha is also in the animal realm. Then doja menga chapajo. No attachment, but manifest attached. Doja menga chapajo. Jigba menga jigajo. No fear, but show fear. No fear, but show fear. You have to understand this. So important. Doja menga chapajo. Other jigba menga jigajo. Momba chudeba. No ignorance, but show ignorance. Momba chudeba. No, there's no craziness, but show crazy. So they're also like this, manifest Buddha, you see. There is no craziness to Buddha, but show aspects. Because there's a benefit for certain sentient beings, showing that aspect, need. That aspect is need for those sentient beings. You understand? Oh. There's no ignorance, but show ignorant. With the benefit, there are certain things, it liberates them, it offers. So you show ignorance. You don't be ignorant, enlightened, fully enlightened. If you are don't have, so Buddha can have ignorance. So no ignorance, but show ignorance. You see, to enlighten, there's certain sentient beings to enlighten by showing the ignorance. No, there's no craziness, but show crazy. You have to understand these things. You think that Buddha always has a lot of light and something has to be, I don't know, what do you call it, a fairy tale or an angel or some nonsense. Can I see? So what we just see in the world, in the streets, this is what is the world. Limb, there's no limbness, there's no that disease, no limb, but show aspect limbed. Sentient Chuba Nasuji. So showing various forms of aspect. Then conclude, you see, by showing various aspects, sentient beings, form of sentient beings. Sentient number Nasuji, Jiden come do that. So by showing various aspects of sentient beings, then the sentient beings of the world, then like this, get subduing. By showing all kinds of ordinary aspects. Ordinary beings, for ordinary beings, then show ordinary aspects, all kinds of in that time. So, then start substituting. Oh, you have to know that. You then come to do it done. Then it is said in the sutra that the Bodhisattva meaningful to hold. Asked Buddha, now you guide us, but what we'll do when Buddha passes through, what we'll do, what we will do in the future. Then Buddha said, yeah, hey, Bodhisattva meaningful to hold. Nani sentient means and to rapid the mind of the sentient beings. And the sentient means Jetan Gata now the Chiva. Sentient means Jetan Gata Jetan Gata now the. So I don't remember completely what's one. Mata Chiva. Sentient maybe she's trying to rapid the mind to sentient. Jetan Gata Navata. I show birth, old age, sicknesses, even death, show clearly. Buddha said. Buddha doesn't have the sickness of birth and death, all these things doesn't have. Even the Arahant doesn't have, totally free. So how Buddha can have? So, yeah, even the Arya Bodhisattva are free, has spiritual body, are free, total abandoned, birth, death, old age, disease, old age, total abandoned. Even Arya beings, spiritual body, Bodhisattva Arya beings, total abandoned. How Buddha can have that? So Buddha said, wrapping the mind of sentiment, I show birth, old age, sickness, even the death. Okay, we have to know that. So now, Rinpoche, King Rinpoche, object whom Buddha taught, Buddha taught, Guya Samata, gave once initiation commentaries. All the King Rinpoche Ishitra, Tantra text Ishitra, King Rinpoche taught. And then Tamje Rabzajang, if you complete all the qualities. Lama man, sister man, if you don't have Guru, you cannot be liberated from samsara, nowhere. So I'm making commentary. If you know all the teachings of Ganjur by heart, what Buddha has taught more than 100 volumes, then dangerous, more than 200 volumes, another pilot, the commentary to Buddha's teaching. Even all you know by heart, you can explain. But if you don't know Guru, you cannot be liberated from samsara. So that came only by actual path. So without Guru, that's not possible. In the time, Lama Siddhanta. There was Jawas and Ban Meva, tree a power domain, without oarsman, with the one who hold the oars. Jawas and Ban Meva, without that, tree a power, the boat cannot cross over the river. Cannot reach to the other side. Tree power, chimney. So some Sangye Tamje, Lama Chopa, all the three-time Buddhas, numberless past, numberless present, numberless future Buddhas. So some Sangye Tamje, Lama Chopa, all the past, present, future Buddhas came from Guru. Came from Guru. All the, you think the first stanza from the Teja Papankas called the Guru Va or that. What Guru means, that. Oh, then you understand. Otherwise, if you don't know that, then you think this is lie. This is lie. You don't think that. The king in the body is telling lie. Or they don't think that. All those teachings in Sutra, and the Tantra, all those, you think of lie. All those do one thing of that. You may think like, God, where's the God? Who is the God? You know, who is the God? Where's the God? Who is the God? Because they kind of like so Sangye Tamje Lama Chopa, all the three-time Buddhas, past, present, future, all numberless Buddhas, all came from Guru. Wow, you have to know that. You have to know that. Oh, only by thinking, remembering, thinking, the first stanza in the Guru, Teja Papankas is calling Guru. Then, that is the way to understand these verses. Okay? Then you understand. Otherwise not. To the Sangye Tanji, Lama Chopa. Lama may be called Sangye Sheche Migyame. Before the Guru, there is no Buddha. At the end, before the Guru, there is no Buddha. There is no what is called Buddha. There is no what is called Buddha. Sangye Sheche Migyame. So that means all the Buddha came from Guru. All the Buddha came from Guru. So therefore you must cherish the Guru is as a so much more precious than the numberless Buddhas, past, present, future, numberless Buddhas. Therefore you must follow the Guru. Follow the advice. Follow the Guru, follow the Guru's advice. So important. The conclusion now. So important. And then culturally. Stainless Sutra of the Stainless Sky. That said, 대지시하고 탐자의 개비신이 하고 성실. Regard the Guru more precious in exile, what is it? Exalted. You regard the Guru exalted than Buddhas. Tatagatas. Tenshya Patantala Gavishya. Hardware Sungsi. Sangetamja, Tamya to the Cheyang. All the Buddhas, Sangetamjas, all the Buddhas, Tamkelas, skillful in methods, to the Cheyangs. Tamkela, to the Cheyang. Get compassion. The Tamkela. Wise method, wise, expert method. Tamkela. To the Cheyang. Great compassion. But without if the Guru didn't self-condition, if the Guru, if you don't have Guru, that does a self-condition, Dakjen, self, making Dakjen thematic, making Dakjen thematic. Therefore, so Dakjen self-condition. So I think the self-condition meaning is Rangi Tuma Mai with Dakjen, Rangi Tor Jebra Cheba. So particular self-condition. You see, causing to rise virtue thought, causing to rise realizations of you up to enlightenment, including enlightenment. So, Guru being self-conditioned, Dakjen, causes you all that. And then you see, Tumama Dakjen, Rangzhi Zor Jebachwa, generate mainly its own result. So the senses of the basis of the eye senses, sense base of the sense base of the eye. So what it does is become the particular self-condition for the senses to see the blue color, example, blue color. And the Rangzhi Zor generates mainly the self-result. So what sense-based, eyes, sense-based, what it does that. You know, but it doesn't do hearing or smelling or tasting, tangible, that doesn't do. Only the seeing blue, you see? All that. So the Guru calls you to generate virtue thoughts and the realizations, including enlightenment. You know, so self-condition does it. Dakjen self-condition. So But without guru, self-condition, then holy action of the guru, holy action of the Buddha cannot be received in the mental continuum, in the heart mental continuum of the object to be subdued. Dulcha means object to be subdued. In that mental continuum cannot be received in the mental continuum of the sentient beings who are object to be subdued by Buddha. That's it. Yeah, so. So, Buddha by Guru. Holy action of the Buddhas cannot be received in the mental continuum of the sentient beings who are object to be subdued. Okay. So therefore, all the Buddhas came from Guru. So again, so most important to have Guru and to follow Guru, to follow the advice of Guru. So you see. Then today. What the I think dharma does by itself. Puja by itself. We don't have to bother. All night you don't by itself. We can sleep. It is mentioned by Padma Sangye. Not only stainless sky, but Padma Sutra of stainless, not Padma Sangye said. Sangye, Lama was so he gave 100 advice to Tingri in Tibet, close to Nepal. Tingri. Yeah, I think the third time when I went to pilgrimage, the group of Sherpas, they organized our trip in Tibet. So we spent one day on the wide ground. So there's true Tingri, old Tingri, and new Tingri. Probably that's old Tingri, then there's new Tingri. Then you see, there's a mountain where there's a road to go to Debje Truchi, which is a monastery, or his rural goes to monastery, Dharma. Well, I've never been. Then behind there's a mountain, there's a lion's mountain, totally different color. Zipri, it's a holy place, Zipri. So it's a Hirukas, I think, holy place. Yeah. So many people go, when we went to Tibet, then going through that, since villagers and around area, they go around the mountain, put the sleeping bedding on the donkey, and then they themselves, then go around or do procession or go around. Things like that. So next morning, when we were leaving, we came out of the bus and then we did procession on the road towards that mountain. I was hoping, I don't know, so a long time forgot. I'm hoping to go for pilgrimage one time. So there's 100 hermitage there. Some about Lama and mostly high lamas. They came there, achieved realization, Rinpoche, and things like that. There are many Kachus, Ningmao. So one monk wrote a book about the hermitage. So he asked me to build this hermitage, 100. So his plan was, monks come from Sarakata after finishing Geshe. So they come there to actualize what they've started, actualize the realization path to enlightenment, when said what they've started in their life early. You see, so that was his idea. I promised that, but he said before that, see, there's a rock, very harmful rock, that anybody who touches the person dies. So a Lama advised to build a temple with Mithya statue on top. So I did that. So yes, I don't know, I built the Mithya statue, they built the temple, or something like that. And what happened was the leader of the Chinese, the leader of the Chinese, leader of the Chinese, in the area heard money coming from outside. So he heard, and then he put in prison the leader, the Tibetan leader of the area who was going to help. Then they put him in prison, so nothing happened. But it wasn't a long time. I didn't cherish, didn't think well, so it took a long time. So things happened. So I sent the Sherpa in the town to find an old man who can tell the story about Zipri. So he went and he saw old man, exactly, old man. We had a big tent. To do prayers there. So I was sitting close to a throne, and then the man was sitting at his left. The man has a money wheel constantly turning while he's talking. One old man. So he talked very much. He talked, explained. So he said, there was one Lama, passed away a long time before Tibet was free. He passed away, one Lama. And then a Lama was still meditation. So what happened was, brought when China took over Tibet, that the Lama was put. The Lama did say during that time, then take away his holy body, then dig, I think it maybe Tingri at the time, dig, make hole and bury it in the ground. Lama did say himself. Then afterwards, when it was a little bit firm, then take it out. I think it was 10 or 20 years during Mao Zedong's time. Not allowed anything. Even people recite Om Mani Padme Hum, lives, they see you, they put you in prison. So the Lama said, then later when it was liberated, they take it out. So they took it out afterwards and put back. So some dog beaten here a little bit. The Lama was still meditation. So, yeah, it's really amazing. Yes, there's many stories. So, Tingri. So anyway, Padma Sangye gave 100 advice after he to Tingri people. So the one thing is if you regard Guru exalted, more higher, exalted than Buddhas, then you reach realization in this life. That means there is no source enlightenment. You will reach realization in this life. Oh, you see, you have to know the point if you want to achieve enlightenment in this life, brief lifetime, present time. Oh, what you have to do? What basis, root, practice, what you have to do? You have to know. Oh, that Padma Sangye thing was, if you regard, exalted the Guru, then Buddhas, then you will achieve realization in this life. Oh, that's from his experience created. That came in Tibet during Milena's time. Then also Gautama Geshe Chegyulwa is another unbearable fall of the Guru. Another unbearable fall of the Guru. So you see, while he is writing text, so the minute when he receives call from his Guru, I think the Jiao, the minute when he receives call from Guru, he immediately tries to run, doesn't try to finish na, the letter na, you see, immediately stop, then go to serve the Guru, all like that. Mandala, for example, mandala, wait a minute or 1 hour, or 1 minute, after finish the mandala. Oh, no, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. Wait a minute, what hour or something after finishing mandala? Doing very important thing, mandala. No, he doesn't do that. We do that, but he doesn't do that. So you see, the minute when you call for Guru, he stopped and that immediately ran. Is it true? All like that, you see. So every day he was cleaning the Guru's place. You see, he was cleaning. But one morning, the Khature collected the garbage, you see, in his shunt up here. Then he went down to cast, you see. After he reached the third step, down to the third step, then his mind, just for observing, he generated, his mind developed, and the path of merit, continuous dharma, so there's a great, middle, small, you see. So when he reached third, by cleaning, when he developed, he reached the great path of merit, you see, the continuous dharma. Oh, he progressed mind. Oh, then suddenly he see numberless Buddha in numeric aspect. Buddha in the aspect of Buddha, he see. Buddha in the aspect of Buddha, numberless, he see. Before he doesn't see. Now, then after he reached third level, step, he see numberless Buddha. Numeric aspect. Oh, all like that, you see. So that's more, that's many more stories. Oh, then comes just from that swim to go, then he go, all like that. Then from that, wow, then he becomes I don't know, I don't remember the Sutra Tantra, wow, unbelievable understanding, knowledge of Buddha Dharma, I don't remember to tell. All like that, you see. So Gautama Gautama said with his experience, if somebody, if anybody, looking at Vajradhara higher than the Guru, then never achieve realization in this life. Oh, you have to understand. You see, for me or many people think, oh, Buddha Vajradhara, oh, something special, or Tara or something special, or Guru, what is that being? Guru is a big, what is that being? Like you, kind of that, you see. I mean, of course, maybe don't think it's the same education, but similar education, but you see, what is the being? Oh, Guru, oh, but that's much higher. Oh, no realization. Oh, Lama so if you want, if somebody regards the Vajradhara as the most special to the Guru, then no realization is like, oh, you have to know that. Oh, then then purifies Guru, the commentary, Deva, Lama Chopa, the commentary of Guru condensed the meaning, I think. So there it says, Mangdosh, there's no need to say what. Their mama was Jishibu. So they whatever the just the importance, put your concentration, put your effort in that, then the beverage. Lama Jeche Kainja Michu Bawacha, Chadon Tomo Mundu Nitsinia Devacha. Lama Jeche Kainja, whatever please the Guru, you do that. Whatever displeases the Guru, abandon that. So, the common and sublime realization, it will give in its life. So, it gives a common and uncommon realization, it will give in its life. Then Lanam Dojo Ongu Jules, see Buddha Buddha initiating the Bachapani. Lubin Chindi, and then Junin and Sumita. So Lubin means Bachamaster. And then only, or you only regard, think only side of the quality. Junin and Sumita, don't think at all the side of mistakes. You see, only think about Katolia, only think of side of quality. Never think the side mistakes. Never look at mistakes. Junan Sumita. Junan Suma, Mamedu. If you regard quality, then you will reach realization. If you regard the mistake, then you only reach realization. All those things, very basic, all practice. I don't know that. Because the practice is not just recite words or some mantra. Oh, here, look, these are basic practice you have to know that. Yeah, maybe I think that's all. I think maybe today we stop here. Then I think Trujuma. Yeah. Of course, the very first one is all the holy wishes His Holiness to succeed in the long life. Then the FMJ to able to enlighten all and then it's holy. Success of all the works and then third, then also material practice and Krishna and the Buddha. To be succeed more than what we think. More than what we think. What I think success. That most beneficial about sentient and teaching Buddha. Or that has to perfect peace, happiness in the world. To purify all the wars or all the danger of fire, water, air, earth, all that things. Like these hurricanes, hurricanes and what's that one? Typhoon and all this that happening. This one, this Taiwan, Esther said, or the Hong Kong said, typhoon is happening, blood. Different person, then Philippines, terrible. So, I had a text with the Gaba, handed them, but when I looked and tried to check it out, and I read for the last night I didn't get to read. The board didn't get to read in the iPad. Didn't get to read. Didn't unable to find the board. All of that. All that perfect peace, happiness in the heart of the sentient world, and general kind of compassion. Because even the global problems we see, and all that. Okay, so third, yourself, then then shortest prayer is to actualize to be able to complete the path to enlightenment in this life. All that includes all prayer. So if you say that, or that includes many prayers in your life. Say to complete the path in this life. So my mother, you see, in the Lagdo, in the cave, so she recited prayer for me morning, afternoon, evening. So she says, like sun shining through the snow mountain, and then something like that. My mother recited like this. To happen to bring like that also. So I said, your prayer has no meaning. Then I told her, what prayer to do is a complete dharma practice in this life. I told her this. That's interesting. So then much later, then I saw the prayer, the religion Jata initiation, I think. I forgot the name of the deity. So I think for success, when the sun rises, you visualize the deity. You visualize the deity in the sun. Then there is that mantra, and then cherish or balshara, rise, and magnificent rise. Rise or balshara. To succeed on my wishes or something like that, you see. For success. So I saw that. So she was reciting that. I didn't know. I thought that she's making funny prayer. Very funny prayer. Sun shining on the snow. When the sun is so bright, so glorious, it means to be like that in the world. Sorry, I didn't create in our marriage to what my mother prayed. What she did, it didn't connect in a marriage to be like that. And even I created some marriage, but destroyed the anger. Didn't practice patience, it destroyed, blew away, blown away. So destroy the marriage, even if it creates some, destroy them. So all like that. So in the life, you see, so many times you get angry. So don't think the practicing patience is important. So then you lose your own marriage. Even so difficult to practice pure dharma, collect marriage. Even so difficult, but even you did, but soon destroyed by wrestling. So then, not having done well dedication at the end for enlightenment and seeking the end. So, okay, so So, yeah, so third yourself to complete dharma practice. Okay, so that's so. Yeah, by having all the necessary conditions for that. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Then APC. APC to be most beneficial person to me. Most beneficial person to me. So that. So, that's all. Okay. Yeah. Lama Chopa Kunzu, the Lama Chopa, Namon, the Jiva, Dalai, until the day in the Yavata, to Lamata, the Papa Salt, and the Vineyard, Lama does so much about Jala, not the Java, Om Buddharanaya Bhaya Nenge Anda Da Bune Gata kinanda home benden Peutara om ie shit. Om Buddha Mende Tapu Gata kinanda home benden Peutara om ie shit. Sa Buddha be om Buddha om Buddha There is our Buddha. Om Om Buddha Maya Mande Da Buddha
Namo
Dharma
Zingyo me me
the past specific numberless in the numberless Buddhas, maybe we guided by Lama Chopa, we mind of what to friend in all the lifetimes, never separated from the purifies that admired all the Buddhas. Sera Kundu Yawa Tonga Kecho Shenge Mozu Tebe Jave Mabe Lamzati Keche Sayam Toba Mecho Namdara Tame Chendan Late Jase Chebe Doche De Doche to neutralize any heresy and go through the actions of the Guru, then from our side to be able to realize that all the Buddhist action, receive blessing of the Guru, that which realize through the path of enlightenment, correctly following words of friend up to state of omniscience. To that the blessing Guru, oh yeah. Bande lame namba tawa keje tamya vata jinde leva tore mugu de lame sama java indicate last 2 days I didn't hear anything about Kandula, so today is today received from Ken Tamling, so a little bit better, but when she eats food, then there's a burning hot in the stomach, because I think in England, first doctor it sort of takes very little skin, so little that we check, but then the doctor took kind of a pill of skin from the intestine or something, you see. So when she eats food, burn, she feels hot. So that's the main difficulty. So however, Hasal, also the attendant, Sambo, Holiness attendant told me, conclusion, he was good, he was very good Pechawa, understand philosophy and good debater in Sarah. After he started Madhamika, he left Sarah, he wanted to meditate, exercise. That's what many monks do. After you start Madhamika, then you know that you start finishing Abhisamaya, so then you really want to meditate, exercise, all those, they see that. So he came to Nepal, I don't know what it's called, before we go from Bauta up. And so anyway, he was retreating, so that makes life London. But then Kandula could see it's karma, I think. So Kandula downstairs, then one day called him down to, he never met Kandula. He was upstairs and never met. So then later Kandula called to him, because he had a vision. He had a vision that Kandula initiated him, Dharma initiation. I don't know what I'm allowed to tell, not really. I don't remember what I promised. But he told somebody, but I'm the same person. You're the third person. So anyway, Kandala gave testimony, yes, vision testimony for initiation. When that's finished, he experienced bliss for 2 days. Great bliss for 2 days. Then when he finished the full initiation, Kandala was standing backside with his chair. He was in a chair. So he saw Kandala was just there back standing. So anyway, it was a great experience, and he was very good, knowing philosophy, very, very good. So he all day long talked about emptiness, discussed with the Kandala. So he decided, taking much time to realize if he does meditate, it's just alone. See? So then dedicating his life to Kandala, serving, you see, then much quicker to achieve realization. So he got a conclusion, so that he decided to offer his life to offer service, So he reached the conclusion, so he offered his life. So like that, several many years. So he said, conclusion, Kandala, he said, he didn't say Kandala is Buddha or this, but he said he saw Kandala, somebody, total freedom on her life. She can die anytime she wants. She can leave the body anytime she wants. Well, that's what she saw. So also recently Kandala told me, I think somewhere, I think she thought maybe someone knows a purpose for living to me. Then start to absorb, like the 25 observations that they start to happen. So immediately observing this kind of the body, so they start to happen. Then I think change from that. So see, whenever she wants, whenever things are just supposed to live, then immediately start to absorb. So that's how Kandala is. Not like me, as it was us. I can't say you everybody, but I can predict. So anyway, the pain, the eat food and the skin peel up, and that's not Kandala's, that opinions control our karma. Kandala does not that. So there's our coming appearance. Our sentient beings coming appearance. So that I mean, it's the same thing. So it's coughing or whatever. We see this and that. This is the same thing. Exactly the same. His Holiness Kandala's guru, Ujjintame from Tibet, who's recounted by His Holiness. His Holiness Kandala was taking initiation of I think. One is the parents of something the Kandala, which said, we gentlemen, which is parents of she's the issue, he is the himself, King of Tibet, Sons and Kampo. Sons and Kampo, I think she's on then. Yeah, so this is what the sons mentioned, the initiation. So the gentlemen is the parents of So the gentlemen respect exactly as His Holiness Kandala, same if no opportunity with it, then whatever Kandala wants, she decides, he do it. So His Holiness and Kandala says like same, he regard for that. Thanks for immediately short aspect covers all that, okay? So please pray, everybody. To draw the 3 times minutes, 3 times minutes, numberless Buddha has made dangerous wars and dangerous disease and all that, when fire, water, air, earth, everything, all the things happen now to be stopped immediately. The perfect peace, happiness in the right heart. By general kinds of Bodhicitta, and made the dharma last long time from sentient beings from whom from where sentient beings receive peace and happiness. And the Dharma, so the sentient with Dharma, achieving happiness. Oi, Chandra, Samjo, Rinpoche, Majiva, Kanye, Gondu, Hawaijo, Danye, Tongama, Zamate, Regama, Tamtu, Jaba, Tamje, Jante, Maradu, Namagudu, I did all the past, present, future, merit. Did all the past, present, future, merit. Correct by me. 3 times merit, correct by numberless and 10 numbers, but that's in 3 times. Which do not exist from its outside. Total empty. Met I who do that, met I who exist man. Achieve the Buddhahood which exists in man. Lead all the sentient beings. Who exists in man. Through that Buddhahood which exists in man. By myself alone who exists in man. Jamal Bave Chita Jimbata Kunda Sambo Teya Dejunda Tada Punja Jitandala Javadita Tamjira Brahma Tosa Jeve Java Tamjir Mohatala Chudra Navaya Daye Mohaji Tanjerindu Bale Tranyana Kata Yamba Kanjisa Lumemari Kejundro Ananande Jeve Ombo Tajuji Tema Sambe Jarago Champion Jetson, Egun, Bagudan, should I tell I take it, Mamma, Sonia la stand by, and good night. Yeah.